Collective. I was getting a lot of channelings. I'm getting right to it. I was hearing while I was showering, and it's crazy, this picture is showing this man in water looking at rocks, or maybe observing something in the ocean, however you want to project, or just imagine what he's doing in this water, out in nature, whatever. But I was showering and I heard, "You got me feeling I can't leave you alone. You got me feeling." Whoa. So that is from Jodeci. I started laughing and I was singing it. Feeling for you. So, oh my gosh, definitely I will have this challenge you hear, which will be a lot. I will put them down in the description box if I remember and have space. So I was feeling that song, that was a challenge, and then when I was resting and just watching some things on my channel or just on YouTube overall, I heard really, ready, truly, untruly, no second fiddle. I was hearing, oh girl, I'm not a substitute lover. Oh no, oh boy, I'm not no substitute lover. Oh no, no second fiddle. That is a reggae song. So again, these were the challenges I got yesterday. And I was just like, you see my title there? Yeah. Now they miss you, collective. Now they want to express themselves. Again, that song's coming to me from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Now it's time to say goodbye to all your company. I'm telling you, collective. Whoa. But I was getting those channeling songs, and it was crazy when it was during my cleansing time, when it was during my resting time. So you could be getting channelings when you're like calm. I don't know if you can channel, however your gifts, you receive it, collective, however God, aka Ra, the universe, express and just share with you. You may be at a calm state. This picture do look calm. It does look a little daunting. It looks kind of mysterious. Because you're wondering what he's doing or she is doing. This is a message that is gender non-specific. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Still let it heal you and let it flow. Yes, you could be, again, surrounding yourself around people, place, and things that bring you calmness, or that's what you're attracting. Again, you're constantly, collective. This is not for everybody. You have to take a lot of just precaution and just a lot of self-care. You have to do a lot of self-care with yourself, as into your spirit, with your mind, body, spirit, and soul, in that type of way. Maybe you're using the elements. I feel like this picture here is this person's feeling some type of way, or she's feeling some type of way in her emotions, or she's looking to feel, or he's looking to feel his emotions, or maybe he's letting his emotions go. Again, this is pertaining to my other message regarding emotions and just feeling that, just you feeling some type of way, or someone's feeling some type of way, because you are letting things go, you're letting things flow, or you're going with the flow of life, possibly. It's seeing you showing confirmation. I started to stutter there. Someone possibly stutters when they talk. Whoa, collective. You see the background there of the waterfall. Again, you're letting things just fall. You're letting things go. Tower moments is probably occurring for your highest good. Tower moments don't always have to be bad. But definitely tower moments is happening to other energies that are around you, or just trying to surround you. Okay, and it could be of karma or it could be of dharma, collective. By you letting things go and letting things flow, you're moving on with your life, collective. Again, it is causing other towers to fall. Other towers to fall. It is causing energies for them to get in their fields. It is causing energies to be in their fields, for them to receive some type of activation within them, or deactivation. My gosh, collective. Whoa. That could be occurring within their mind, body, spirit, and soul. Whoever was doing anything towards you, anything wrong towards you, they're getting deactivated as you continue to elevate and flow and let things go and just release. You're reflecting or doing some type of reflection, or maybe just, again, just forgiving yourself, showing yourself grace and kindness, and you're just letting things go for yourself, not for nobody else. You're doing it for yourself, to prove to yourself you have let things go. Yes, collective. It is time. This is the portal. I am recording this on May 26th. As today is the 26th, the year of the 26th. That is 8. So cycles are trying to come back, or cycles want to see the energy. Your higher realms wants to see if you have remember how people made you feel, from people that now is missing you or wants to be reappearing and coming back into your life, want to somehow reconnect with you. Take this how it may pertain to you, collective, and use your discernment, your guidance, your common sense and intuition. Okay, your discernment, again, on listening and taking energies back or people back from the past. Wow, why did I hear that? Okay, I'll say that song in a minute, but just be careful. I'm actually going to say it now. I just heard Genie got a gun. I don't know if I could say that word, but I was looking it up and it was from Aerosmith. It just came to me just like that. Whoa, collective. Again, Genie's got a gun is what I heard. Oh my. So we're going to tap into this energy. If you've seen that music video by Aerosmith, maybe you like rock and roll or Aerosmith, definitely check out that video in regards to this message. But from the first song that I gave you was from the artist's name is Half Pint. And what came to me before I get into the other channeling I just mentioned, is you probably, the saying they say, you see things, just bear with me, collective, I'm channeling here. You see things half full versus half empty. So, I don't know, maybe that's the dynamic of this message of the people overall. That looks at you, you possibly see things half full. They see it half empty. You could be, that's your outlook on life overall. And these energies or people, place, and things just don't understand. They don't understand you. So people are afraid what they don't know, what they don't understand. They look at you as indifferent. When that's how you have looked at your life, no matter what you have gone through. So again, you could be optimistic individual who focuses on what you have and just the potential of it being good. You know what I mean? You're being, before I started my video, I was praying about just feeling gratified and to be full of gratitude and just thanking the subscribers and just my, just my channel and, just the growth on it and just feeling very humbled. And again, that could be how your energy is, or you could be the opposite. You could see things half empty. You could be pessimistic and you only focus on what is missing or what might go wrong. So again, this is the dynamic I'm talking about, as in a connection you possibly was attracting, collective, of souls like that, people like that, being the half empty and you're being half full. And they were emptying out your energy. They were emptying from your cup for you to become pessimistic and seeing life half empty instead of half full. And they wanted to be filled from their emptiness, from their soullessness, from their childhood wounds, from their trauma they went through. Confirmation. This is deep. This message is going to be deeper than rap. I can tell already. If I haven't introduced myself, I'm an intuitive reader. Of course, I do channelings. Okay. I'm a storyteller. I'm very insightful. I take in messages that I get right at this present time that comes to me, even before, from years or from a week from now. Again, I am a channeler. I'm a seer. So if you would like to know anything about me, check my bio to get more description of my channel and what I provide and the services I provide. Okay. I also share my dreams, channelings, and downloads when I feel the need to bring clarity, to awaken the consciousness and awareness of the collective, and also raise your vibes. My channel may, or what I say, my messages may not be for everybody. I may not be for everybody, which is okay. Okay, you can check other videos down below that will enlighten you, awaken your consciousness and awareness, that will heal you, raise your vibes, or you can click to other channels, other tarot readers. Okay, I am not everybody's cup of tea, which is understandable. But I am someone's whiskey collective. So yeah, again, someone was trying to, possibly still trying to, or they're coming back to empty out your cup instead of filling your cup. Okay, this could be again of a pessimistic energy, pessimistic, and you're optimistic. Okay, I just heard a knocking, so that was confirmation. Someone wants to come and possibly try to knock. If they know where you stay, know where you are, knock at your door. Energies want to come back, but you are repelling, collective, those energies by protecting yourself, however you do it. Possibly, again, taking your showers, just however you're protecting your energy, continue to do that. Continue to drink water to cleanse your energy. You are pretty much collective. From the first song that I sang, you're not no one's substitute lover. You're not going to be someone's substitute lover. You're not playing nobody's second fiddle, third fiddle, fourth fiddle, fifth fiddle. You're not going to be no one's second option, second choice. You're putting yourself first, collective. You're focusing on yourself, okay? Whoever this message pertains to. You're showing yourself the love. You're watering your garden. You're watering yourself. You're cleansing and protecting yourself is what I'm feeling, collective, or what you should be focused on. And not be focused on the half empty cups, the half, the glass half empty energy. I'm just seeing in my third eye that, again, that one card I had from my previous message where they were focusing on the spilled cups instead of that cup that's given behind you from the higher realms. Focus on, that's the energy I'm getting in this message. But you should be focusing on the what ifs, and anything is possible. And, you know, I can do all things through my guide, by my spirit guides, by my ancestors, by my Father, by my God, you know, by my mother, whoever you serve, for your highest good. I feel this message is to just remind you to throw in that energy of feeling half full and being optimistic about your life and your process, trusting the process on where you are right now, and taking the steps, little small steps to get to where you are, what you want to do, where you want to be. I just heard Wow by Keisha Cole. I'm getting these channelings, these new channeling of songs. I just heard it's not where he's at, it's where he wants to be. And you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. If he doesn't love you the way you should, just let it go, is what I heard. Whoa, collective. And that's possibly what you did, and that's why this energy of this man or female, this man or woman, I don't know why I keep saying it like that, is literally at the outside or just at the bar. This could represent anywhere that someone wants to bring in substitute energies, substitute, possibly they're bringing in substitute lovers in their life to get over how they really feel about you, collective. How you made them feel, collective. I guess they forgot how they made you feel in return. Why they want to return. Maybe they want to come and to share their story, his story, her story of why they left and why things happen the way it happened, or just they want to come back and plead with you. Or maybe not. Again, they're bringing in the substitute lovers. You know, they're playing a second fiddle, or bringing in substitute lovers to play many fiddles, to play with the fiddles. They're playing in the fields. You have left that type of animalistic bestiality energy where they are. Where they lay is where they stay, is what I got. Is what you're hearing, collective. You have left that energy where it's at. And if they're possibly trying to come back, or they're trying to plead their case, they're trying to, my gosh, plead their case, bring in a doggy bag, or bring in their tail between their legs to explain or express themselves. Maybe you're not trying to hear it, collective. You're leaving them where they lay is where they stay. I just heard, you sleep with dog, you get fleas. So you're the type of energy, my gosh, the Jamaican saying, you're not sleeping with dogs. You're realizing you was around a dog, because every dog, again, has their day. You're realizing that, and this energy looks like this person's having their day. Male or female, they're having their day because you have called back your power and energy. You have called back your love to yourself, and you're pouring more into yourself. Okay, water is very significant. You're pouring water into yourself, and you're just cleansing your energy. You are literally, excuse my French, shitting out the parasitic energies, flushing that bitch down the toilet. That can represent the energies, the entities, the people that carry that shitty energy. This person or energies I'm feeling that wants to come back in your face. This can be of a lover, family, business, friend, co-worker, boss, neighbors, whoever. This is all X energy you have cut and left to the wayside. You have cut and left that energy because they treated you shitty. They were very pessimistic, probably still pessimistic about you and who you are at this time. They don't know how to treat you. They don't know how to feel around you. They don't know how to look at you. They are obviously looking through a shitty lens still of the past person you was, not the current person you are. And again, if they didn't love you, this can not just stand for confirmation. If they didn't love you, that could stand for parental figures. That could stand for your siblings. Again, that could stand for your aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpops. mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, god sister, god brother, whoever, friends, family, all the categories I mentioned of ex-lovers, substitute lovers, situationships. If they looked at you shitty and treated you shitty, like I said, if they didn't love you the way they should have, and you let it go, now they want to come back. Now they're missing you. Okay, and this can pertain to a lover, an ex-lover. If you heard that in the background, you have sneezed that energy away and out of your system. Whoa, collective. So again, they're taking in other substitutes. It could be of substance. Again, it could be of just anything to to avoid the healing people are doing. That could pertain again to substance, drugs abuse, physical abuse, domestic violence can be occurring. Them taking all types of drugs and fornicating out there along the streets, out in the field, with so many substitute lovers to avoid healing, to avoid their dark night of the soul, or shadow work healing. The other song again that I got recently, from Aerosmith, saying genie got a gun. Someone was looking at you as a genie, and they rubbed you the certain way to receive your energy, to receive your blessings, to receive and drain again your cup that was half full, because they were half empty. Now that they are sitting in their shit, now that they are looking through their shitty lens, now that again you have left and said, now it's time to say goodbye to all the company, and you said for them to kiss your MICKEYMOUSC ass, collective. You have left them at the wayside, riverside, wherever side. You have pushed them to the left, to the right side, out of your way, off your lane, okay? Off your spiritual path, self-love healing path, child healing path, whatever. And you're focusing on yourself. Now, again, they're at the wayside. My gosh, collective. The song from Aerosmith, again, they was looking at you possibly as a higher energy, a higher being, because when I say this word Aerosmith, arrow reminds me of like just the arrow ships. Oh my gosh, collective. Someone's name could start with an H or a P. Someone's name could start with an A or an S. Someone's name could start with a J or a G. Someone's name could start with an I or an N or an L or an R. Oh my gosh, collective. Someone's name could start with, what was the other song? Did I say F? Someone's name could start with F. Again, they're fiending for your energy. And possibly in a sexual way, but beyond that, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than rap. That they want to receive and fill your energy, to again fill themselves, to fill their cup for themselves. You was dealing with some selfish, ignorant ass energies, disrespectful energies that didn't have no guidance. I was hearing that song that came to me from Chris Brown. Someone's name again could start with a C or a B. It was called No Guidance. These are energies that have not received no guidance. And they're not receiving no more guidance from you either. These energies and people, place, and things can stay where they lay. They can stay where they are. They can continue to go out there in the fields catching the fleas, not bringing it to your front door, collective. Whoa. Oh my gosh. They could fiend all they want. These are possibly, they probably was doing the drews and became fiends. Maybe they look at you as that collective. You are their drug. They're fiending. My gosh, collective. They are fiending for you. In so many ways. The other song that I was hearing was, and this is a deep song too. Really deep. So this energy, people, place, and things, whoever it may pertain, whoever is feeling this way towards you, collective. This could be of anybody from the categories I mentioned. They're really, really missing you. You see my title there. It says, now they're missing you. Since you left, since you've been gone, you're very mysterious. This picture looked very mysterious. The title of it is showing bats. Maybe you were seeing bats. Bats are very mysterious. You never know what they're thinking, but they're also very magical, very intelligent. They can hear. They go off of sound. You know, they fly around in the dark. You know, this energy that this person carries is like a bat. They could be an energy vampire. This is the message I'm giving. This is the energies I'm feeling, collective. Maybe you was feeling drained from them emptying your cup. You trying to continuously fill your cup, showing the love, you know what I mean, and expecting that in return, and you wasn't getting that in return. And now you removed yourself. Recently or in the past, you have removed yourself. And now they're going back to their natural shitty self, collective. Again, you have flushed that energy down the drain, down the toilet. You have no more tears to cry. You have cried and let that go down the drain, collective, from energies like that. Okay? They all could have been energy vampires. Again. Because you see the picture on my title. Whoa, collective. The song that I heard was from Melvin Harlem's or this was a harlot or a Hamlin. I don't know if I'm saying the word right, but this is the energy they possessed. This is the energy that they are. The song is called Miss You. It's by Melvin Harrells. Miss you, miss you, miss you is what I kept hearing. Oh, oh, why? Oh, oh, why? I miss you, miss you, miss you, miss you. So this could be like, that song sounds like a mantra. Could be like a little spell too. Ever since you went away, I've been just having a dog day. And they've been thinking, crying, thinking, because they miss you. Oh, well, they should have really treasured what they had, really appreciate what they had. But how can someone treasure and appreciate confirmation? Gold. How can someone really treasure and appreciate your light if they don't have it within themselves? They don't see it within themselves. Wow, collective. So that was a song I heard. And when I first heard that song, I was watching a movie called Carlito's Way. I don't know if y'all have seen that. That's one of my other favorite movies. Someone's name, again, could start for C or W. Someone's name could be named Carlito. But, or Harold, Melvin. But again, or Smith. Someone was an agent in your energy, in your life. They was like an agent Smith. Again, trying to zap your energy from you because you are not of this world or from this world, collective. Now that they know, but it's too late. You saying it's too late. Too late to apologize. They didn't love you, appreciate you the way they should, and you let it go. Now they're missing you. Now they're fiending. My gosh, collective. These are the songs I was hearing. This is another song I was hearing. It was called by Ferris. He's like a latest new artist. The song was like, if I can trust you, don't lie, I can really use you. Baby, I can trust you, don't lie, I can really use you. Is what he literally said. I can really use you. But they want to establish and build a trust with you first to use you. Ooh. That was the other song I heard. And he kept saying, can you stay down for a ninja? Stay down for a ninja. So this person could be really like street-like. Maybe they have learnt things from the street a lot. Yeah, this person could also been a criminal. So I don't know. They could have had some type of a criminal background, female or male. Again, collective, from that song Aerosmith. Now let me get to that. This energy could have, now this could be a trigger warning, so I'm telling you now. This energy could have also been mishandled, mistreated as a child, because that Aerosmith movie expresses and show that in the video. Again, someone could have a criminal background or a criminal mind. And you didn't peep that right away until you started, hanging around them, bringing them into your energy and into your life. And you saw the other side of their lifestyle. And it wasn't a sweet life. Yeah, it may have looked exciting, felt exciting, but that stuff gets old. I was hearing that song from, I'll say that from other video. But yes, collective, they was rubbing you and just using you. And they had to gain trust. And they saw that you was down for them. And they used that to their advantage. They played you to their advantage. I feel like this energy look at relationships as transactional instead of as a human connection, a human experience, and looking at people as humans. My gosh, collective. But someone could have been mistreated as a young child. I don't want to get too much into expressing it in detail. Again, someone could have been SA'd in that type of dynamic relationship with their parental figure, or with just a figure they looked up to that was supposed to love them, that was supposed to protect them, collective. That's why that song came to me, just out of the blue. My gosh, maybe someone got set up and went to the, had that criminal background. They got set up to be in the system. My gosh, collective. And now they look at life because they don't trust from, being in a child state mind and working off the survival and what fight or flight energy. They look at life as a glass half empty, not a glass half full. This is a deep message, collective. Oh my gosh. By you leaving, again, now you became a distant energy to them. I'm hearing Marvin Gaye again. Distant lover, lover, lover. But when I was laying down, before I was getting the channelings and was watching other things on YouTube, I literally heard a man say less. So again, this energy, the voice, the entity that this person has on them, they have accumulated So many dealing with substitute lovers, playing the second fiddles, playing in the fields, being a freak in the sheets, and again accumulating fleas because they're sleeping with all kinds of things, into bestiality possibly. This could be someone of the LGBTQ. But yeah, they accumulated a lot of entities, pigs, dogs, whatever you call it, frogs, my gosh, bats, because they cast their pearls amongst swine. This is possibly how they were groomed. Wow, collective. How they were groomed, how they was groomed to become, groomed to be out here in life, out here in these streets. They were groomed to be, my gosh, I heard a prostitute lover. Whoa. Or substitute lovers. They possibly was dealing with a lot of male or female prostitutes. Whoa, collective. This is an energy that thrived off of lust, that fulfilled themselves of physical substitutes, physical superficial pleasures. Full of greed, full of lust, full of the 7 sins. My gosh, collective, when you know, you know. And when you know that you're like that, you know, that takes a lot of admitting, that takes a lot of accountability, that takes a lot of responsibility to say, yeah, I am a fuck up. Yes, I have screwed the whole shroom of people. Possibly, collective, they look at you as a freaking nun. They want to come and explore a nun or a priest or priestess. My gosh. This energy was roaming in the devil-like energy. Possibly still is. Whoa, collective. Man, these challenges is crazy. Someone's name could start with a K because I was singing Keisha Cole's song. Someone's name could be Keisha. Someone's name could be Cole. Yeah, this is an energy that was just cold, stone cold, very emotionless. Man. Confirmation. If you have stuck around this long, this was a challenge I was getting. You possibly was, thank you so much for sticking around. I'm about to go ahead and do some tarot to just dig deeper. Let's dig deeper and go into this message a little bit more. You could have been seeing a lot of number synchronicities of 4s. Again, you are protected, collective. Okay, if you have experienced or went through connections like this in your life, whether it was platonic or of a loving situationship or connection with people, place, and things. My gosh, collective. It feels like this energy needs to really, energies overall, they need to really heal their root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plex chakra. It was being drained from them by them dilly and being a fiddle out here in the streets, in the fields, playing in the fields, sowing the royal oats. This energy could be royal, could have been royal. They possibly have fell from grace. I don't know. I'm not the judge of that. Only God is. This could be of a fallen angel energy that has lost their divinity. Now they're coming to you, seeking for help, coming to you to take your divinity. My gosh, collective. I don't think so. But this energy definitely had a messed up or still has a dysfunctional. Oh, maybe they had also issues of getting up. Maybe they had issues of staying. I'm just being real with you. Staying wet, collective. They were dried up. This energy could have a succubus or incubus energy on them from them just being out here in this world. Again, just playing the fiddles and playing in the fields. My gosh, collective. Realizing that the flower fields they were in, or that they were playing with, smelled like shit. For real, collective. Whoa. They're realizing that no matter how much people spray on them, or just how much they try to disguise with their masks, they are full of shit. And we're only mirroring what we are. So however that energy was that's coming to you or feel that way, it's because of how they feel about themselves. And possibly, collective, I'm just speaking from experience. The way you are, what you are in your present time and moment is what you're going to attract. So I'm just being real with you. Definitely focus on healing and doing self-love. Really healing those energies. Really healing that trauma. Really healing that childhood wounds. My gosh, collective. So this is the message. Let me go ahead into the tarot cards. I'm trying to think if I had anything else to share with you. The other song that I saw, other than seeing, before I get into that song, I was seeing also 404. So again, you are being protected. I was seeing 4040. I was seeing 711. This energy wanted you to be like a 711. They leave and come like a evolving door. Like, man, I'm just seeing someone, my gosh, being, what is it they say? Being a bareback. Being an evolving door. Again, this energy has a dysfunction with their root chakra. Unfunction. It is not aligned with themselves. It is just not working right. It is an overworked root chakra because they're overdoing things. Overworked solar plexus. Overworked sacral chakra. They have to get that in line and get that balance, collective. And this is the energy that they were draining off of you, possibly trying to still do. Possibly they're doing and overworking themselves to drain you by doing sex magic behind the door, in the dark, closed doors. Fantasizing themselves over your picture if you're on social media of any kind of platform. My gosh, collective. Whoa. Oh my gosh. So let me go ahead into the message with the tarot again. I think those were all the numbers I've seen. Yes. Deep, deep songs. So we could be referring to I'm just pulling from the top here with all my decks. We could be talking about fixed signs, collective. These are people that uphold a status quo and they don't change direction easily. So this could be energies that were very stubborn and very just in their ways. Okay? And they don't change for nobody. They possibly had a hard time dealing with change. Especially when you left and bounced and got on your merry way. It really affected them because of the change that had to occur. This energy could have been a catalyst in your life of a future connection you're going to come in alignment with. That is going to be the real thing. They were the catalyst to your growth. They possibly was a catalyst to your spiritual growth, collective. If you do and feel that you have a twin flame, or you've gone through a twin flame type of dynamic with somebody, that could have been the false twin flame. My gosh, collective. And now you're looking into, by you separating and distance yourself and realizing the connection for what it is. Real recognizes real. You're seeing things the way it is, knowing it's not going to change. Okay, only God can do that. You cannot wait around for nobody to change, and you also can't change that person. Only God can. Only you can change. And if you possibly have left the building and it changed a lot of things, collective. And this was a fixed energy or fixed signs that couldn't handle the change. This also could have been a cardinal sign. Okay, people like to do things in their own way. They are hard to push around and influence. They make changes when a situation no longer suits them. Exactly. You could be of a cardinal sign. You made that change, collective. Doing things your way, how you want to. And you're not going to be pushed around by this energy, whether they're coming to you in the physical or spiritual. You're not going to be influenced by someone that has no guidance. That's not spiritually enlightened. That is not spiritually in tune with themselves. You had to make changes for yourself when the situation no longer fitted you or benefited you, or you pretty much left the building because it wasn't for your highest good. And they also could have left you because you no longer suited them. So this is an energy that could have ghosted you, collective. That runner and chaser dynamic energy with the twin flame connections. My gosh. Again, now you are looking or going into just higher things. Confirmation. That is for your highest good. Whoa, collective. I could be talking about an Aquarius. I could be referring to that. I could be referring to a Taurus. I could be referring to a Scorpio. My gosh, because the Earth sign came out, Uranus sign came out, and Pluto sign came out. Yes, you are going, you're reforming yourself is what it says. And that's what Uranus planet means. You're reforming yourself, in the eccentric type of way. Okay, you could be unpredictable. Again, it's showing unpredictable changes. You're going through this rebellion type of energy or stage in your life. You're reforming. You're reforming yourself. As an earth sign, you're focused on being steady. Yes, collective. You are driven, tenacious. You are going through things, but with endurance. You're very persistent and patient and trustworthy. Again, these are words that I said explaining this energy, this connections you've been in. They wanted to gain your trust. They wanted you to continuously wait on them and be patient and persistence with them, to endure their shortcomings, their half-empty cups or half-empty lifestyle or just way of treating you. I don't think so. Collective. Whoa. You're working on empowering yourself. Through transformation, through the death and life and rebirth, evolution. You're focusing on yourself now. That is encouragement, collective. With this Pluto energy, that's what the Scorpio represents within this Pluto planet. You are breaking every chain. That came out. Whoa. From the physical, from the unknown, from forces, from the break every chain, from thoughts. My gosh. From, again, the unknown, dark energies within the physical and spiritual. It is showing that the chains are being broken by you being driven and by you focusing on your rebirth, you focusing on your evolution, by you focusing on your transformation and being driven of seeing life in another positive way with positive outcomes and the light. You are a light. You still is a light, collective. This may not pertain to everybody while the other energies are in the dark. They have to do their own type of transformation, go through their own evolution. Not with you and not with your energy. It's literally showing here 999s, 3s, 411, 1111. I'm telling you, this was definitely and possibly could have been a twin flame dynamic, twin flame situations. In your world. Collective, I'm going to pull more from my deck here that I've made. But I'm showing the moon. It's showing a lot of the planets that are coming out. So it must be some type of planet arrangement or alignment going on. It's showing the moon. We must have a moon that's coming up. It's showing emotional self. Unconsciousness, emotions, instincts, habits, and moods. You could have been dealing with a cancer, or a cancer is going through this, collective. That's what the moon means. Again, you're tapping into the unconsciousness. Aligning your moods or adjusting to your moods and the habits when these planet occurs. These shifts occur. You could be going through a big shift within your emotions right now, trying to stabilize them, trying to balance them, trying to get them, you know what I mean, in control. Especially when you hear this story, when you hear this message, when you encounter situations like that in your life. You could have been dealing with a Pisces. You're focusing on yourself. It says your dream self. The moon was the emotional self. This is the dream self. Dreams, intuition, mysticism, imagination, delusions. This energy wanted you to continuously be in some type of delusion type of mindset and energy. Maybe they're trying to tap into your dreams. This could be a Pisces doing this, or this is happening to a Pisces, or you could have that in your chart. Any of these signs I've mentioned, you can have that in your zodiac chart. You possibly are seeing them in your dreams. Maybe their names is coming up. Maybe you're seeing the letters of their name a lot. Maybe they represent or resemble just things that you watch on the social medias, within movies, within songs. Maybe, again, you're hearing their name a lot. When you're hearing their name a lot, they are thinking about you. Heavy. Good way or bad way, collective. Maybe you're haunting them as well. They're picking up your name. They're seeing your name. They're seeing the initials of your name. If you have been around this person or people, place, or things, they're possibly thinking they're seeing you out in public. Maybe imagining to see you out in public at the places you gather and hang around or associate yourself with. They're possibly hoping to bump into you. This may not pertain to everybody. This could be a Capricorn. This could be happening to a Capricorn, or Capricorn's part of the mayhem. Capricorn represents Saturn. It's about teaching you lessons. Have you learned your lesson? This person that wants to come back or try to come back, spiritually or physically. Have you learned your lesson from the connections or connection? Have you learned structure? Have you learned the discipline? Being responsible and taking up obligations. Again, it's showing here law. This could be spiritual law. Are you abiding by spiritual laws, let alone man laws, legal laws? Are you abiding by that? Are you full of ambition? Are you being responsible for yourself and your actions, your character, your ways of the past and of the present? Saturn is coming out to see if all of us have learned our lesson from the past experiences that wants to come back. Talking about I miss you. I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you. Someone's name could be start with an A or an H. I just heard Aaron Hall. Someone's name could be Hall or Aaron. Whoa, collective. That video was sad as I don't know what. Someone could have possibly lost, my condolence. Someone could have lost someone in a connection, or have lost someone close to them, or have lost a child. My condolence. However that has happened, my condolence. That video was crazy too. It made me cry when I saw that that video. My gosh. Venus came out. Again, all the planets are coming out here. You could be of a Taurus or a Libra. Or this is happening to a Taurus or Libra, or they're part of the shenanigans. You're focused again on loving yourself, and it's attracting new love to you. It is attracting you to be in love with yourself, in love with life. It is attracting loving relationships. You possibly like to surround yourself around art, beauty, and it brings harmony to you, or that's encouragement to involve some type of art, some type of creativity in your life, in your daily schedules, in your routines. That's what the Taurus and Libra represents on the Venus planet. Loving energies. You are attracting, collective. When you leave situations that is not benefiting you, not serving you. Okay. Yes, you have made mistakes. You have screwed up. You have fucked around and find out from people, place, and things that show themselves, show their true character. And when they show themselves, you believe that shit. It took a couple of times for you to really, really see it for what it is, because that energy wanted to love bomb you, gaslight your ass for you to stay in delusional state of mind frame or energy. You got out of it. You survived. Or you're working on getting out of it by listening to my message. Or you're just getting out of it, period. You're saying, I'm no longer going to stay in something that is not going to make me feel welcome, make me feel comfortable, make me feel safe. My gosh, collective. Make me feel celebrated. Instead, I'm feeling that I have to be tolerated here, in someone's presence, in someone's energy, in someone's environment. No, you are leaving, collective. It is bringing beauty to you now. You're gaining back, again, your power. And it's very attractive. Now they want to bring war because you're loving yourself. You're claiming peace. Mars came out. They want to bring war. This could be a Scorpio or Aries that could be going through this, or they're doing this mayhem stuff. You're focusing on your passions and of yourself. Okay? And it's very desiring. Someone may see you desirable, compassionate, full of passion. Someone could be very physically attracted to you. Someone could be coming through that wants to take action of the past or the present, or of a future connection, collective. It says here aggression. Why did it say sex and action, but I just saw it from another views, and I thought it said sex addiction. So someone could have had or still have that. They're suffering through that. They're going through that. Whoa, collective. Whoa. And they're looking at you as their addiction, possibly. They can't cope. Or they're probably coping again with that type of addiction. And they're realizing that. Hopefully and possibly they're going for help. Or that's encouragement to get help. You're not competing to nobody and with anyone but towards yourself. You're realizing that. You're your own competition. Nobody else is. Everybody else wants to compete with you, though. You're focused on your life. And I'm pulling out this one that says your good life. You're focused on having the good life. You focus on creating a good life. It says, welcome to the good life. I come to shine. So throw your hands up in the sky. Yes, collective. I could be talking to a Taurus. Taurus came out here a few times. You want to bring on the vibes and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ride, collective. It says here, new beginnings. You're focusing on yourself and your goals. Being in love with life again. My gosh, collective. You could be seeing the Ankh. That means everlasting life of past or future life. And it's protected. This could be an energy that was of the past life. That you are breaking away, moving away from, swimming away from, cleansing away from. My gosh, remember the other card I mentioned? It says, breaking every chain. Wow, collective. That song also came to me. Break every chain. Yes. You possibly are praying that. You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities. It's showing numbers here of all kinds. 555, 666, 2323, 1234, 1188, 1144. Wow, 12, 12, 12. I was seeing 515 a lot. Devil energy. My gosh, collective. 8s, 414, 2s. You could just be seeing a lot of number synchronicities. You are awakening, maybe going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe you just got on the spiritual journey. Maybe you're just seeing more spiritual synchronicities as in numbers and signs. And what level you on in your journey. Collective, I'm just pulling from one deck and it is like speaking the truth. My gosh. Remember I talked about you flushing just that energy and shit down the toilet? It's literally showing here, flush down the toilet. My gosh, the energies. It says end of toxic cycles. You are cutting cords. Cycles are being thrown to the wayside, being washed away, cut away. Chains are being broken. It says end of toxic cycles with karmics of the past or present and future. Collective, whoa. Third parties. Yeah, no more interference. You're not accepting of being no one's substitute lover. You're not playing a second fiddle. Really, 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 untruly. No second fiddle. Whoa. Oh boy or girl, I'm not a substitute lover. Oh no. Oh. Whoa. It is clearing the stagnant energy of monitoring, shadowing of energies that wants to do voodoo, hexes, witchcraft, book spells, black magic for all kinds, flesh spells. You are cutting the cords from those energies. Oh my gosh. This is just confirmation. You could be a star seed or a shaman healer or a mystic healer. My gosh, collective. You are solid as a rock towards these energies. These energies could have been involving unruly parenting or parent figures. Remember in the video I talked about, and just within the other categories I mentioned parental figures. My gosh, collective. It's, whoa, the card that came out after that. I might stop here at this deck. Oh my gosh. This gets so deep. It says here, judgment on those who has hurt you. This picture is representing or showing someone going through possibly the dark night of the soul. Maybe you have wakened their soul for them to see their shitty ways. Many people. But they're going through tower moments. They're going through judgment. Because your presence is gone. You have left the building. You have left their life. Now they're realizing that. They're seeing for who you are. It's too late. It is too late to apologize to you. They can apologize all they want, but it's too late. They need to go and apologize to the heavens, to the higher realms. Because you have moved away. They have possibly hurt you to the core. Like a freaking apple. They've hurt you to the core of your apple. Core. Figuratively, I'm speaking. Literally, I'm speaking. They could have really hurt you deep. Judgment is being called on those energies, entities that they are filled with, and just on those people, places, and things. My gosh. Yeah. These parental figures or whoever that was helping you could have seen you as incompetent. This person or people that's trying to come back possibly was mistreated as well in their childhood. Again, was called all kinds of names. They possibly was going through a lot of not just physical abuse, but verbal and mental abuse. This picture came out. The parental figures that was supposed to help you. Teachers that was supposed to encourage you and help you. The ones that belittled you. Saw you as nothing. Again, you're not competing or showing or have to prove yourself to anybody. I had left a message on my stories. And it was a deep message. When you stop caring how people want you to feel and you stop proving yourself, I know I'm not saying exactly what's on there. You go check it out. That's when you become free. When you stop caring and you live your life for yourself and to the best of your capabilities. That's when you start to feel free. That's when those chains break. That's when energies and people don't have their grips on you. Someone could have been doing all kinds of magic using voodoo dolls. Again, that voodoo doll is going to turn on them. They're going to end up pinching themselves, cutting themselves, and it's going to curse themselves. My gosh, collective. Whoa. I'm getting the movie. What was that? What is that movie? I can't think of it, but it's it was mimicking another movie. Wow, I can't think of it right now. But those monsters that came alive, or dolls that came alive in the movie, it was like a black version. I can't think of it. If y'all know what I'm talking about, Tales from the Hood. Whoa. That's what this doll remind me of. Have y'all seen that movie? Y'all should go check that out. That's significant. My gosh, collective. These energies and people is telling lies. Sweet little lies on you. Big lies upon you. Tells on you. And I just saw the picture of the face of the one skeleton old woman. They're going to shrivel up and look like that Tales from the Crypt creature. They keep messing with you. Whoa. Those dolls or whatever they're doing is going to turn on them, collective, is what I heard. That's what you're hearing. These energies that were wicked, lizard-like of energies. Chameleon type of energies. Again, they could have been your figures, parental figures. My gosh, wanted to feed you all kinds of stuff. They possibly was trying to poison you, and they still see you alive and wondering what you are and who you are. They possibly knew what you are and who you was from the beginning before you did, and they were trying to poison you. They were trying to astral project to you and drain you from the door. They were trying to shadow ban you. They were trying to demonize you. They were trying to, again, do spell magic of voodoo and hoodoo on you. Oh my gosh, collective. You was going through some spiritual warfare from the door. Whoa. Living in all type of energies or in households that was just infested of negative energy, negative entities, negative rodents. Negative things. That picture came out. Joe's apartment show. Remember that? The cockroach. Whoa, collective confirmation. These are caca energies. Cockroaches, shitty energies that wants to try to come back into your energy or fill. Again, you need to flush that energy down the toilet. They was using you as a lab rat. I'm talking to my black sheeps. Whoa, collective. I done used almost half of this deck. Let me get to another deck, collective. Whoa, they were using you as, or treated you as, again, a specimen. They treated you as not a human being. They treated you as a freaking project, a lab rat is what it's showing. And it's showing liquids and stuff here. So again, they possibly is trying to poison you. Your mind, body, spirit, and soul. Oh my gosh. Not anymore. Not anymore. Your ancestors, spirit guides, and archangels, the spiritual realms is saying, not anymore. Let my angel, let my healer, let my shaman, what other one came out? Let my empath, my gosh. Let my starseed, my mystic healer, my gosh. Let them go, collective. Let them go. You are lifting off. You are lifting off. Fast action, progression forward. The wait is over. They can be sad all they want. They can send you all kinds of songs all they want. They can sit there and say they miss you all they want. They could be fiending for you all they want. You are moving forward, collective, and lifting off. Okay, focus on yourself again of your empty cup. Fill that first and fill it and have it half full or all the way full. Okay, it's how you should be looking at yourself and your life and being good vibes. Yes, at this present moment. Stay in the moment. These energies are being kicked down the stairs. They are skirt by your ancestors and spirit guides. They're literally physically. They're being kicked down the stairs because you are exposing them, collective. You're speaking your truth, standing your ground. Not being a substitute lover, not wanting to be taken advantage of, because you have receipts along with the higher realms. Your ancestors and spirit guides got receipts, evidence. They are guilty of charges. They are exposed in the spiritual realm as well as the physical realms. They are being exposed. My gosh, collective. Maybe my messages is exposing that energy. Whoa, collective. These energies want you again to be a bareback and just be fat and oversized. These are energies that were really greedy, throwing that type of energy towards you. Again, want you to be unattractive. Okay, these energies were being piggish. They were the ones that were being greedy and being a supersized bareback energy themselves. They were doing too much, possibly still is. Excessively doing too much, indulging in too much. My gosh. And what happens? You blow up when you do that. Your ego and energy blows up. You become more lustful. Nothing can satisfy you or satisfy that lustful spirit or craving of you being a bareback, of you being greedy, of you being a hoe, you being a hobo, of you being a whore, a monlonger, of you being a Captain Save-A-Hoe, of you being a Jezebel and Incubus energy. Nothing can please and satisfy that hunger, that entity. Yeah, we're talking about clowns here that were being extra dramatic, trying too hard to be a starter. Possibly coming back to be extra in your energy or on a physical plane. Trying to restart, rehatch, recreate ties, recreate and attach cords to bind to you, recreate and attach a connection. Use your discernment, collective. That is your life. It is up to you. Everyone has free will, but I will not surrender. I will not surrender. I will not. Because if you surrender to this past or present energy, all they're going to do is repel your energy. Didn't you just recall their energy? Didn't the higher realms, your ancestors, save you and healed you from that shit that you was going through, from that mess you was going through and how they made you feel? You did a lot of healing. Remember all the stuff you had to go through with that energy, people, place, and things. And they healed you from that. They removed you from that. And they're only coming to you possibly because they're going through some repo situations, because they were doing research on your energy. My gosh, collective. Now they're going through defaults on payments, financially being incapable to reprocess any type of access to you from using your energy, or just trying to get back at you from the categories I mentioned of all the people, place, and things I'm talking about. They're going through some financial things now. And again, they're doing research, snooping, digging for dirt to cause some type of false accusations. My gosh, every dog, everybody's going to have their day. Tower Moments is here. Collective. My gosh. Whoa. Now they're numbing. Like everything is just from me pulling from the top. Collective is, from what I said, is linking up. It is like just confirmation from these cards with my message, my channelings. Full of lust. It's literally showing here greedy, bareback, inconsiderable type of energies. Full of lust. Remember I told you I heard that's somebody, a male figure, talking about lust. The lustful energy and spirit. Incubus and succubus energies. My gosh, they are lost. They're lost in your sauce, was lost in your sauce. Now you have took your sauce and juice back. They are lost. And these are energies that you had to ghost, or they ghosted you. And if they have ghosted you, they are realizing that they are a coward from playing the disappearing act in your life. Now that they know who you are and what you was here to do, or what you was here to awaken in their life, what you was here to help them with. And they possibly is vice versa. They was here to help you too, to elevate and to grow through your evolution spiritually, collective, believe it or not. Confirmation. By you seeing things in a higher way, having a higher perspective. Maybe at first you didn't, because you was so swept up in the lust. Okay, they was numbing your spiritual or third eye, and you was just going off of your emotions. I'm emotional and I can't let go. That's what I was hearing. But you're saying goodbye to that energy, or that energy has to say goodbye to you. Okay. Why? Because they was dealing with sneaky links. Possibly they was looking at you as a sneaky link, treating you as a sneaky link. I just heard a stinky link. Wow, someone is a stinky link. I always say that for some reason. Whoever they connected or hook up with, however many substitute lovers, they were all stinky links. Whoa, collective. Possibly they was saying that with you. That you were, not on top of your hygiene or with yourself, or you just was stinky in your type of energy, or just within yourself. But it says here, sneaky links. Hidden lovers, low-key situationships that was side pieces. This was definitely of a low frequency and energy that you recovered from, you healed from, you removed from. My gosh, it, like I said, it's hurt you and broken you so to the core. And I know that the higher realms, the ancestors, was like, you have to go through this to feel it, to evolve out of this and from it. But I'm sure it was hurting them, so that I was just feeling like the ancestors and higher realms, it was hurting them because they know that you had to go through this to see if it was going to break you or make you. And collective, this energy made you, collective. Okay? Don't let it break you. Let it make you, collective. My gosh, why? It's going to make you because it's bringing in harmony and balance. It says here, showing a 4-leaf clover. They were looking at you again as a stinky or sneaky link. Constantly going through the loop-de-loops and loop-de-lies of this connection with people, place, and things, wanted to keep you in a cycle of cuffing season. You possibly will be going through a cuffing season period in your life where you're going to be single, ready to mingle, ready for a relationship. A new relationship is coming. That's going to bring a lucky break or season in your life. It's going to bring balance and harmony to your life compared to what you got out of. You got out of a shitstorm, collective. Whoa, now you're going into calmer waters, calmer, peaceful, balanced, healthier, cleaner, smelling good. My gosh, type of connection and energy. Oh my gosh, collective. It's going to bring laughter. That card came out and I was sitting here laughing. Whoa. It's going to bring some wholeness and overjoy. You're going to be smiling because you survived the shit storm that you got out of, that you was covered in. Whoa, collective. You got out of. You literally washed yourself clean. Continue to keep yourself clean from this energy and situations trying to creep back in your world. I don't think so. Stay away. Oh shit, collective. By you in a nice harmony, by you getting into that energy that they want to create war for because you're in peace, loving yourself, showing yourself the love, creating new things for yourself, laughing more, smiling more, again, finding harmony and balance, which is creating good luck, good fortune. Good things is coming to you. A turning point is going to occur as you continue to build and repair and heal yourself for your highest good. And you continue to be overjoyed and smile at the little simple things, being grateful and thankful for. I was ungrateful, but now I'm thankful is what I heard. What you had to go through, what you got out of, has brought you balance, peace, and happiness because now you're appreciating what you had to go through. And you're saying, thank you next. Thank heavens. Good riddance to that energy. Good riddance to the people, place, and things. Now they want to be nosy, spreading rumors and gossiping because you are happy. You have cleansed that shitty energy. My gosh, collective is showing a sipping cup. People want to talk and spread rumors because you have peace out. It's literally showing someone saying peace or deuces. Chris Brown is significant. Deuces, that song. Because again, you have survived, collective. You was a wounded warrior, or is still a wounded warrior, and you are thriving and surviving, getting out of mess, out of situationships. Continue to cleanse and detox yourself. As these people want to continue docking your every move, because that word was coming out my mouth, you continue to detox and get rid of negative energy. By purifying yourself. Wow, collective. And then the water, or this could be of tea, again, by drinking teas and just doing the cleansings and staying hydrated. My gosh, collective. They're going to be going through legal situations in their world. Energies that's trying to come back at you. The relationships, baby fathers, baby mothers that are petty and just bitter to the core because you have kicked their ass to the curb. Maybe you have brought in legal energy to help defend and protect yourself, your family. And they've been bitter ever since, coming at you because you use the law to protect yourself. Now they want to use the law against you. My gosh, collective, you could be going through something like that. I can relate. This is bitter pity Bettys, piggy Bettys, and Bennies that are, it's going to backfire on those energies. People that are trying to use the law against you. You use the law correctly. They're using it falsely. They're not using it correctly. And they're going to go through, they're going to suffer. They're going to go through karma. Why they're going to go through karma? Because of the fake evidence and as well as real evidence of their infidelity. Someone probably was cheating on you. They got caught up. If not physically, spiritually, they got caught up. And legally and spiritually, they're going through some things. It's showing a clock here. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Deadline, procrastination, too busy. My gosh, collective. Their time is up. Now they're distressed. Confirmation. Now they're distressed. Playing the dazzle and distress because they got bedazzled or bamboozled. Collective. Wow. It's showing here. Distress. Act with urgency. Assistance is needed. Now they're feeling distressed, probably using all kinds of substance to help with them and their depression, to help with them in their distress. This could be of a couple that wanted to keep you on a roller coaster type of energy or cycle. This Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die energy that wanted to be players from the Himalayas. Now they're going to be going through the highs and lows of situationships of their life. In all areas of their life, they'll be going through roller coaster energy. This energy wanted you to be a ride and die in their life. They wanted you against the world. They wanted a dedication type of relationship from you, but they wasn't dedicated to you, but they wanted that from you. Tell me, that doesn't even make sense. Does it? No. But in a positive way, again, these energies wanted to, in a positive way, I'm looking at this, you're possibly going to connect with a connection that's going to be equal, give and take. It's going to be reciprocal. You're not going to be riding till you're dying, but you're going to be riding against the world. You're going to be working together as a couple, working together as a team, working together, to benefit the world. With a dedicated partnership is what I'm looking at. You're no longer going to be accepting any tippy-toe offers. Anybody that wants to avoid getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around you. Again, you're not playing nobody's substitute lover. You're not going to be nobody's, you're not going to be nobody's fiddles. I'm telling you, collective. You're not accepting or going to be sitting around, waiting around on some player energies. You're going to cut the ties quickly. You're going to bounce. You're going to tippy-toe out and leave. You're not going to be love bombed by anybody and nobody. I don't care what status they have and who they are. You're not. You're not going to be getting overplayed by someone that wants to be overly attentive, showering you with affection for personal gain. Collective. Oh my gosh. You're more than just a snack, collective. Somebody's looking at you as a snack, though. You're more than just an obsession. You're more than just someone that has a physical attraction and sex appeal. You're more than that. And whoever you're meant to be with, because it's saying my boo and then showing new boo, whoever that you're meant to connect with will see you more than just a snack. It says official status Exclusive relationships, seeing each other openly. So this is talking about a new connection. If you're looking for it and you're wanting this, so claim this energy here. New boo is coming to town. I'm telling you, this is connecting to or relating to my last message. Go listen to that. The new sheriff's in town. Whoa, collective. New love, learning each other, flirtation. That is coming. Really, 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 untruly. You're not playing nobody's second fiddle. Let me see. Any other messages? Because I pulled from just 2 decks. Because it was spilling the tea. Wow, collective. I'm telling you. I was going to go ahead and pull from my erotic deck. But I might just... Wow. I might just... I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. I'm very intunitive, so I'm going to just go ahead and read from what I'm getting from my erotic. And one just fell. But again, divination has backfired. Whatever they're doing, the divination has been reversed. Black magic, dark magic has backfired because these energies had bad vibes. And they could have been doing all kinds of stuff, playing with Ouija boards, again, the dolls, mirror magic, jar magic, come to me type of spell or magic, book magic, skeleton magic, whatever they're doing. It has backfired because your ancestor spirit guide said they had bad vibes. This could have came from ex-coworkers, ex-boss, baby mama drama energies, people that want to play, or baby daddy energies that wants to play mind games. Just energies overall, wants to play mind games. This could be involving ex-situationships. They're going to go through a supernatural disturbance. Okay, this also could have involved ex-siblings and cousins. They're going to be going through some supernatural disturbance. Because they're all backstabbers again. This mirror magic that they have been doing towards you has been backfired. They're going to be binded to it. And it's all due to them and their brokenness. It's all due to them and their broken heart. This picture here is literally showing a broken mirror. And the demonic energies they were using or that they was casting, a summoning is what I heard. It's going to summon them. My gosh. Yeah, they were messing with your root chakra, sending things towards your root chakra. It's showing here Popeyes. I could be referring to closet witches and warlocks. It's literally showing the ambulance here, collective. Whoa, I want to pick up that card that fell on the floor. Whoa, collective. Wait till you see these erotic cards. That's erotic. Yeah, the ambulance is coming for them. Archangel Michael's coming to them. They're going to receive the judgment that they deserve. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my other cards right quick. Let me see which one. Yeah, continue to keep your head up, collective. Keep your head up. Keep your vibes up. Oh my gosh. These energies wanted to be the prince of this, the trader day. Wanting to trade your energy for their gains is what I'm seeing here. They wanted to be a traitor in your life, the villain in your life, the dazzle and distress in your life. The devil that wears Prada or satin, demon that wears satin. As you continue to be the hermit, they wanted to come and destroy confirmation. As you continue to focus on yourself and your healing, being the hermit, yeah, that's what they was trying to do or wanted to do. Whoa, this card came out, the death. It's literally showing a nurse, like summoning the heart, like the heart's coming out of the skeleton, out of this person. I don't know why her face is covered. She could have been like a demonic type of doctor or energy that's, I don't know why I want to say that. Wow. Someone could have literally died due to illegal things that occurred in a hospital. Maybe a hospital is being sued. Maybe the doctor literally did something on purpose for someone's life to be ended. I'm telling you, people that's supposed to keep you alive, that you trust, be the one to backstab you. This could also represent just transformation. You're going through rebirth, life and death situations. This is also showing that the people that came against you could end up in the hospital because of what they tried to do to you. Someone could have probably been trying to, not probably, someone was doing it. Someone was trying to send you death magic, death spells. But they end up or will end up in the hospital themselves. Whoa, collective. Why? Because they've been defeated. It's literally showing cards on a card here, like spades type of thing. Maybe someone likes to play spades. They was trying to gamble with your energy and with your life. Ooh, God bless me. I am speaking truth. Now I sneeze. I had to sneeze that energy out. I'm speaking truth. Now things are being removed from your life. Okay? For your highest good. Being protected for your highest good. They're in defeat. This person's here at the lake, reminiscing, trying to cleanse themselves, gather their thoughts, heal themselves from what they lost, heal themselves possibly for what they can gain from a loss, possibly. Wow, collective. These cards are deep. These energies were gambling on your life. Wanted to so-called live in luxury, but it looks like they was arguing and looking back on spilled milk. It's literally showing a cup of spilled milk and cookies. They wanted to take and steal your cookies of your energy, or literally of your cookie. Whoa, this can pertain to male or female, showing two men here in the room. This could be of a bisexual couple, gay couple. Wow, collective. This could be of two bros. The ones that talk about bros before hoes type of energy. That's the energy I'm getting from this card. But they're supposed to be luxury. They're living or sitting in fluggery, flooded with spilled cups. It's literally showing 4 cups. That's the energy I was talking about. Looking on social media, plotting. Looks like a lazy energy. My gosh, collective. You could be seeing 4s again, 5s. I mentioned that earlier. Wow, collective. Yeah, they were gambling. The gamer, the martyr is what came out. Gambling with your life. But you saw the cards that came out earlier, or that I mentioned to you. It's not going to end well for these type of people, place, and things and energies that wants to be the rock star. They wanted to take all your energy to be the rock star, the Knight of Wands. From them being a 9 of Swords and a Prince of Disc, they wanted to be the prince and princess off of your energy. My gosh, off of your wins, off of your gains. They wanted to be the Knight of Cups, the seducer. Wow, collective. Again, showing liquids, showing alcohol. Watch where you're stepping out, who you're taking out or stepping out with. No one slipping, no date, rape, drugs, and your drinks. It's literally saying a seducer.